What is up, everybody? We are back with another episode of the Stanley Parable. This time we'll be going out of the window. There's a way to kind of glitch the game, but it's actually part of the game, so it's not really a glitch. And we're gonna see what happens, and it's actually right here, so that's kind of convenient.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Now, there's some way to get up on this table. I know that. Don't know much else. It's gotta be right here. Oh, yeah, there we go. I can't really move now. Oh. Okay. Ah, yes. Okay, I am glitching this game like crazy right now. Oh, look at all that white. What happens? Here we go, here we go. Oh my god.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary.
Good job,
into the
guys.
nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
No.
Ah, then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different?
Yes.
Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one.
Oh my god.
What do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough.
Is this just a huge troll and I'm falling for it?
Not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Yes. I'm bored of it. Oh god. No. I know I gotta try the other option. It's probably gonna be as anticlimactic as this. I'm just gonna wait here for a few more seconds to see if he does any shenanigans. Alright, screw it. But we're going back. Begin the game again. And we're gonna hit yes this time. It's gonna be... Well, I'll do both of them in one video, obviously. It's not a...
All of his
I don't know, maybe it's a bigger ending on the other one.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Alright, here we go. Whee!
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design.
You witty guys, you.
He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Yes, I am.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like, right now. You could have done it just then.
I know,
now
but you keep
be
talking.
An appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
Oh my god.
There once was a man named Stanley who old people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons.
Buttons?
He pushed them like some kind of
Oh, I guess
glutton.
that's true. I was assuming like buttons for your jacket.
Way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable, and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong, and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. Yes. You too will become quite unbearable.
Oh my god, how long is this gonna go on for? Worst ending ever. Oh my god, is this just gonna keep looping this? I swear if it does it again. Oh my god! Alright, I am done. So that is the window ending, I'm gonna assume. Not much else I can do, and I'm not gonna sit here for an hour listening to this little tune. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the window ending. I know I didn't. So I will see you guys in the next one.